And we are back, and it is time for nerding out. Now, this is weird for me because I have just one episode of a TV show, and it's one that is a binge-worthy and bingeable TV show. And it covers with the last news story that we did, so I figure I should probably go first. This is Black Mirror, the second episode of the third, I think technically fourth season. The third full season. They did a Christmas special between seasons 2 and 3. And this episode is called Playtest. Now this, I will say so far, and I've only seen the first 2 episodes of Black Mirror, but it seems like they're going more American with the actors.
Yeah.
Did you catch that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sometimes blatant, sometimes it's very subtle. So they didn't put it on each episode because Black Mirror is its own universe. You don't get usually these vibes, and they kept it like that. But yes, it creeped up.
Well, just noticing it, like I'm like, where's the British accents? Sort of deal as I'm watching this show.
Did I hear?
But no, Playtest. Yeah, Playtest. It's actually like it seems like it's the like Black Mirror also has this ability where it seems like you're in the future, like you're in like 10, 20 years into the future with some of this technology. This seemed like we were like maybe 5 years into the future. Like you didn't have the augmented eye things like you had with other episodes. But it was all like the cutting edge, like the starting of virtual reality, like good virtual reality,
Matrix,
augmented reality programming. And the story was really good. It's a really suspenseful story. And I'm not going to spoil the twist at the end, but mainly because that I feel like that does a big disservice to people. So I will save people that spoiler. But you follow around this guy who's he I think he just got off a serious relationship. He's living with his mom and I think their dad too. And he just decides, I'm going to go travel around the world. And so he's doing this. You have this montage of him going to all the different touristy places. Like I think he went to Australia and then up to Japan and, Thailand. And then eventually he makes it over to England. And he gets on this, he has this app for if he needs to make a few, like he's run a little low on funds. He has this app that he uses to where he can do like a couple of odd jobs in the country sort of deal. And he gets that, and there's this ad for a video game tester. So he goes there and starts doing the tests, and he apparently does really well during the test. He's at the same time he's met a girl that he really likes. She's a video game journalist, so she has a whole bunch of all these video games, and she pushes him in there to more spy for her and get something, so she can get an exclusive on what they're building, because it's like this big super secret project that could change the world and all that. And he goes through and he's doing this stuff, and it gets suspenseful. I'm sitting there going, holy crap, man, this is podcast of terror level stuff here. Like it instantly is eligible for that. Which also makes me want to change my thing to the Black Mirror White Christmas episode to cover for Podcast of Terror next, in 2 weeks.
Can't go wrong with John Hamm.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this, even besides the fact that Dan Trachtenberg directed it. I mean, the story was amazing. The execution was amazing. The actors were great. I mean, there wasn't a weak spot with this at all. Like throughout the whole episode, throughout the first 2 episodes, even the other one before it was a good episode. I can't think of the title, but it's essentially all about the Facebook like button. You know how everyone gets like obsessed with the likes and all the positive feedback. Well, it takes that to the extreme of you have a ranking, and if you are under a certain ranking, you get these shit products. But if you're, like 4.5 was the magic cutoff. If you're 4.5 or higher, then you're the upper class. You're the 1%. Congratulations, you made it, type of people. And just how that unwinds, and it's so weird. It's so cool. It's so weird at the same time.
The strength for the show that they take a very, very simple premise, nothing fancy, nothing outlandish, and boil it down to the very essence and the impact, the punch it delivers.
Mm-hmm.
And you just feel it going up to your groin and up to your chest, and feel an anxiety because you know each episode delivers you something that you can recognize out of your own life, to smaller or to a bigger degree. And damn it, yes, the first one was impressive. How they use the technology to make it good looking, but the story is told in 5 minutes or less, like you did shows with the second episode. And they deliberately took good elements from other movies, like Ex Machina with the crazy programmer, that they might somebody to try out some stuff, or you get some Matrix moments. I'm not going to spoil anything, just saying virtual reality is involved and going further. And we all are, at least I can speak for myself, interested in virtual reality, what's coming with the Vive, with the Oculus and everything like that. I didn't get to play yet. But then you see something like that and I think, follow it through, and you think, okay, that message rang true to me, that you can lose yourself, but that's hard now to go further without spoiling it, but just saying where something ends, where something starts, gets lines get blurry, you're gonna have many ethical things that we have to reconsider, and that show just with very little effort makes us think about such big, deep. I love for that, and they kept up to the last show. I can say all the 6 episodes that are out this season are worth it.
No, yeah, the first one that I was mentioning is called Nosedive, and it was actually directed by Joe Wright, who's a well accomplished director in his own right. So, and then it was written. All the episodes were written by Charlie Brooker, who's the creator of Black Mirror, and then the teleplay was done by Rashida Jones and Mike Schur for Nosedive. So I mean, it's really cool. I would definitely check out the Wikipedia page just to find out the people, because I mean, Bryce Dallas Howard. I didn't realize it was Bryce Dallas Howard that was starring in this. That was the star of this episode. I'm like, wait, what? She was just in Jurassic World. She's doing a whole bunch of different things. Holy crap! She transformed herself into this character, and it was awesome. But the same thing with Playtest as well. And then episode 6, you get Benedict Wong in there, and there's a whole bunch of different character or different people in there that you will recognize. But I highly recommend it. I recommended it before Black Mirror, but even with this 3rd season, it is just really good. So, Beat, you got a nerding out, or?
I was just saying, I will leave that for the next show, because I was watching as you did with the Black Mirror, so it's our nerding out today. Yeah.
And I just need to get caught up, because I mean, seeing some of the people who were involved in the future episodes, I'm like, oh, I so need to catch up.
It's not as depressive as the first 2 seasons. So
no, yeah, because the other thing, I will say this as a sort of, let's change the title a little bit here too. The other thing I've been rewatching is The Newsroom, and realizing, oh my fucking God, we need The Newsroom back. We so need The Newsroom back for what's going on right now. Because it's like, I didn't realize throughout the first season, Neil kept trying to pitch this Bigfoot story. Like, I forgot all about that. Yeah, you remember that beat? You remember that?
It were only 2 seasons, so there's not that much to remember. And you're right, Mr. Jim McAvoy character, they brought him back for some moments. The actor name escapes me right now, but they brought him back to comment on Trump's election and other things, and
Yeah.
he was on point.
Oh wait, where was this at?
It was some months ago. I couldn't tell you that right now, but I could
Oh, damn. I gotta
look
find
for
that.
it and to put it in the show notes.
Yeah, the Will McAvoy. That's mainly why it's like I see all these things and I'm like, okay, I remember this because this was like the hot at the time stuff, but it was like 2 years after it happened, so we had the benefit of looking back at it and then going, all right, this is how we're going to change things. And then season 3 happened, and I'm like, holy shit!
And that's how they a year before Snowden happened alluded to that. The show was so much. They had the right angle to the whole news delivery system and just destroyed it. And we live now in that time, and we see what happens because of that.
Yeah, but and you can find the newsroom on Amazon Prime. And Black Mirror is, of course, on Netflix. So that is it for Nerding Out.